Here we go again. Another Monday with Greg and Mark, the Moped Outlaws. Did you see the commercial this weekend that had like the whole moped theme going?
No.
We're trending, dude. I
What
think
was it
the
for?
wave is building. But it's only a
Yay!
zero point 0.4 horsepower wave, so hey, it
What was
might
it
make a
for?
ripple in the gutter. What was it like? It was some young 20 somethings who decided to oh dear, I better turn that thing off so it doesn't do that again.
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell, Mark?
Anyway,
I
so it was
thought
like
you were
20
coming prepared.
something, some 20 somethings.
What was it for? What was the commercial for?
I have no idea. All I noticed was that they were a young man and a young woman had like a whole moped adventure and they ran into
It wasn't
moped
what I
friends.
had. Moped friend.
It seemed like some sort of fast food, like maybe McDonald's, but there was no food in it. So it was, it was a terrible ad for whatever it was, except that I was like, oh, it's mopeds. We're trending
Mopeds are cool.
again.
Again, mopeds are cool again. They've always been cool for the real people. The real people. Little people.
The very little people.
Yeah. You have any agendas or games or
Really.
bullet points?
Bullet points, agendas, games. Yeah.
You do?
First game is Guess My Agenda.
Be funny.
What?
Be funny.
Still can't hear you. Please say it again.
Be funny.
Yeah, that just comes natural. I don't have to have an agenda for that.
I don't know.
You don't?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you a Who quiz.
A what quiz?
The Who,
Whoville? Oh,
Roger Daltrey,
right.
Townsend, right?
Yep.
The thing is,
The
we won't know
Ox.
the answers till afterwards.
What was the nickname for the bass player?
But no. I'm giving the quiz here.
Oh, okay.
But before we
The
begin,
Ox.
since you brought it up,
Ah, ah,
what was the nickname for the bass player?
the Ox.
Oh, very good. All right, so the Who were formerly known as the low numbers, the high numbers, the magic numbers.
Ooh, I do not know this one.
You're gonna have to
I'm
guess.
going to go with the high numbers. Lock it in, the high numbers.
All right. Number 2. Since Roger Daltrey once worked as singer Roger Daltrey once worked as a sheet metal worker, hairdresser, or bellboy.
Sheet metal worker.
Okay.
Lock it in.
What?
Lock it in. Sheet
Yeah.
metal worker.
Which song gave The Who their first UK hit single?
Which Stalin?
Generation. Which song gave The Who
Oh,
their first UK single? My Generation, Substitute, or I Can't Explain.
ooh, their first
UK
UK,
single. Hit single.
My Generation. I
Substitute.
think My Generation, because I think their first album was The Who featuring My Generation.
Okay, so that was the first one you got wrong. It was actually I Can't Explain.
I was gonna go with that, and then I thought no, because of the album time. All right. So that was the high numbers. That was my guess.
Yeah, it was the high numbers. You were correct.
And Roger as a sheet metal worker. That was
Correct.
easy.
So
That was
right now you are 2 for 3.
okay.
Before joining The Who, Keith Moon was a member of the Sand Dunes, the Beach Bunnies, or the Beachcombers.
Beachcombers. No, wait. The
Sand Dunes,
Sand
Beach Bunnies,
Dunes?
Beachcombers.
Damn, I'm not sure about this one.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with sand.
the Sand
'Cause I
Dunes?
don't think, yeah, I don't think beach was involved in the name.
And that's an incorrect answer. It was the Beachcombers.
Damn, it was beachcombers. There wasn't there a beachcombers here in the United States too? I think there was.
No, I think you're thinking of the Beach Boys.
No, I'm not thinking of Beach Boys. I think I'm thinking of that bar down in LA.
Yeah,
Where I
maybe.
passed out, woke up Tuesday morning.
All right. All right, here we go. In which year did Keith Moon die?
Are you giving me your? I have to come up.
76, 78, or 80?
I'm gonna go with 80. Really? It was
1978.
78? Wow.
All right. This is going to be a tough one. Which Who member contributed backing vocals to the Beatles' All You Need Is Love? Keith Moon, Roger Daltrey, or Pete Townsend?
I'm gonna say Keith Moon.
And that's correct.
Yeah, Keith and Ringo were tight.
All right. Who directed the Who film Tommy? Ken Russell, Richard
Ken
Lester.
Russell. Ken Russell.
And that's correct. Who played Ace Face in the 1979 film version of Quadrophenia? Timothy Spall, Sting, or Phil Daniels?
Ace Space.
Ace Face, as in countenance.
Right on the face. On the face. Tim.
Timothy Spall is his answer. Wah, wah, wah. It was Sting.
And what? I thought he was like, damn it.
Yeah. Which Who studio album features the track Won't Get Fooled Again? Who's Next? Who Are You? Or Tommy?
Who's next?
Correct answer. Continue.
That one was easy.
The Who song, Who Are You, is the theme song for which U.S. TV show? Law and Order Special Victims Unit, CSI Crime Scene Investigation, or The Sopranos?
Well, it's not The Sopranos. So CSI what?
Crime Scene Investigation or Law and Order Special Victims Unit?
I'm gonna go with the CSI one.
You got it right.
Ooh.
All right, we're number 11 of 20. We're rounding the corner and we're heading for home.
All right.
Pete Townsend was inspired to write Substitute after hearing the line, although she may be cute, she's just a substitute. Name the song the line comes from. The Tracks of My Tears by Smokey Robinson, My Girl by The Temptations, or My Cherie Amour by Stevie Wonder.
Ooh. All right. What's the line?
My Tracks of My Tears by Smokey
No,
Robinson.
no. What's the line? What's the lyric?
Although she may be cute, she's just a substitute. And that's what he was inspired to write Substitute.
Tears.
Tracks of My Tears. Correct answer.
Yeah, because that's about heartbreak. The other two are about love.
On which Who album did The Kids Are All Right first appear? A quick one. My Generation or The Who Sell Out?
I don't mind. My Generation.
Correct answer. What is Roger Daltrey sitting in a bathtub with on the cover for the 1967 album The Who Sell Out?
Beans.
Heinz Baked Beans. Correct answer. Where did John Entwistle die in June 2002? Electric Ladyland Studios, New York, Backstage at Madison Square Garden or the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas?
Wow. I'm gonna have to go with the Hard Rock Casino in Las Vegas.
Correct answer.
Yeah.
All right, 5 more.
I'm on a roll.
Who was the only member of The Who to have formal musical training? John Entwistle, Pete Townsend, or Keith Moon?
John Entwistle, Pete Townsend, or Keith Moon. It's got to be John Entwistle.
Correct. Continue. What was Who bassists John Entwistle also known as? Of course, you asked this at the beginning.
The Ox.
That's a correct answer.
Uh-oh, how does that get an uh-oh? That should get golf clap.
That button doesn't work, apparently.
Damn, who broke the golf clap? Too much golf clapping.
After
That's a pig
celebrating a wild party for Keith Moon's 21st birthday, The Who were banned for life from which chain of hotels? The Holiday Inn, the Marriott, or Best Western?
Oh, I think it was the Holiday Inns.
Correct answer.
There you go.
What is the title of Keith Moon's 1975 solo album? Moon the Loon, Two Sides of the Moon, or The Dark
Two
Side?
sides of the moon. Two sides of the moon.
Correct answer. 2 more to go. What was the title of the 1980 film in which Roger Daltrey played the lead role?
Tommy.
McVicker, McVitie's, or The Mackenzie Break?
McVicker. What?
McVicker, McVitie's,
McVicker.
or The Mackenzie Break?
McVicker.
Correct answer. And now, the last question.
The final one. All right. Is there a bonus question?
Yes. Pete Townsend produced a 1969 UK #1 hit single for which band? Amen Corner, Thunderclap Newman, or The Move?
The Mood.
The Move.
The Move.
No. Thunderclap Newman.
Damn.
All right. You scored 15 of 20. That's pretty good. Not quite
All right.
expert level, but you're right on track. So now, today's bonus question. How many vinyl LPs of The Who do I own?
God, do you even own vinyl anymore? Am I allowed to ask questions about this?
I'll give you 2
CSI
yes or
now?
no questions.
What?
I'll give you 2 yes or no questions.
Okay. Do you own vinyl?
Yes.
Is your record collection greater than 50 albums?
No.
I'm going to say you own 0 Who albums.
That is correct.
You're giving me uh-ohs on.
Uh-oh is for me. I'm too dumb to own a fucking Who album. What's wrong with me?
What is wrong with you? Just shows you moved into the digital age. When's the last time you listened to one of your vinyls?
About a month and a half ago, I went down to my studio because I had just purchased a brand new release on vinyl. And so I popped it on the turntable and threw it on the studio monitors and just let it spin.
Hey, did you get a package from me in the mail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are these audio discs or data discs?
Yeah. Audio.
So they're not DVDs.
No.
Okay.
So I figured like everyone I sent it to, they could rip the CD if they want it in some other fashion.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I even have a
There's
DVD player in my car
all right.
and in
I
my studio.
think you're gonna like it.
So yeah, what was the first two concert you went to?
The first two
Yeah, the first
was
concert you
Day
went
on the Green, and Keith had passed away, so they were with Best, I think was the drummer's name, something Best, Pete Best.
That would have been the Beatles drummer
Oh
they
yeah,
fired.
his first, right. Um, anyway, I forget who the guy's name is. And they were touring Who Are You? And it was very good. I have a great Who story. Want to hear a great Who story?
Sure.
Okay. So Larry Gannay and I, and Mike Healy and Ray Albrecht, a few other people wanted to go see the Who at the indoor Coliseum. So Day on the Green was obviously outdoors. I think the Clash was one of the bands. Anyway, so this was indoors. A few years later, we all worked at the Trident. And we're like, all right, cool, we're all going. They all piled into, oh gosh darn it, I forget the guy's name. But here's the thing, Ray, Mike, and everyone else pile into the car. They go, sorry, there's no room for you, to Larry and I. We're like, what? See you later, good luck. Boom, they're gone. So
Wow.
Larry and I are like, fuck. We hop on, we're in Sausalito. We hop on the bus, take the bus into the city, take Bart to the Coliseum. It's raining. We're trying to find them, like, this sucks. We go up to a guard. He's like, "Ugh." We're like, "Ugh." So, okay, $10 each. We give him $10 each. He lets us into the Coliseum. We're like, yeah. Pete Townsend smashed his guitar. He hadn't done that for like a decade at least. And it was an awesome show, incredible. And we found out those fuckers never made it in. So fuck them. Yes. That was such good karma. Larry and I were stoked.
$10, man. Scalped by the doorman.
Yeah, by the guard, security guard. Like he let us down the ramp to the floor, like through the back door and right out onto the floor. It was awesome. It was a great show too. It was really good.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good Who story. Hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So we got that email back from that guy saying, I'm too busy, but look at this video, which I think you and I already looked at that video before even emailing him.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just go ahead and do it with the free version and see if, it opens up some potentials?
Yeah, I agree. We should be expansive, open to the possibilities, and believe in the magic of the internet.
Okay. All right. It does seem like this podcast is getting a little bit of traction. I mean, very little, not, but
Well,
seems
I
to be
listened to the whole thing this week.
You did?
And I know my girlfriend's been listening. She wants to make sure
really?
that nothing. She wants to make sure that nothing.
That one day.
Yeah, now she listens all the time to make sure.
That's so funny.
But no,
we should do what
she likes podcasts. And she thought it was good.
We should do an episode just for her.
I do everything I do is just for her.
The CB episode.
Yeah. Her first names are okay. Just don't use the last name.
Right.
Don't talk about sex. Or don't talk about feelings.
Don't talk about anything.
Pant size.
You can say Kathy all you want. You can hype her line of jewelry and creative.
Yep, I can. As soon as she gets her website going. Burn! Hope she doesn't hear that.
Sorry, Kathy. Maybe she'll have her
A little friendly
up.
incentive from the peanut gallery. I mean, the penis gallery. I mean, something like that.
Hey, no sex.
I know.
That was a double entendre right there.
I came into this room determined to be funny and not just my face.
Well, so far, so good.
Yeah. It's time for the point in our show where we do the Little Pink Pony Dance. And for those of you who are just listening, you really missed it.
You really missed it. Little pink pony. My little pony, my little pony. Now we're going to get sued by My Little Pony.
We can only hope.
Amen. Amen to that at this point.
Publicity was
You
putting up our game.
get nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is a lighter episode than our past episodes.
Yeah, well, that's about to change, I suspect.
Really? Uh-oh. What's on the docket today, Mr. Wendt? Ooh. I just have never thought farts are funny.
Yeah,
Flatulence, I don't know.
So, yeah, nothing's on the docket. We did the Who thing. That was extremely thrilling. I was on my
I loved it.
seat the whole time.
Here, I got a Who question for you.
Okay.
The Who covered a Beach Boys song, and you could see them recording it in the movie The Kids Are All Right. What Beach Boys song did the Who cover?
Be true to your school.
Ba 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 ran, ba 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 ran. I think they kind of did it as a joke. I mean, I don't think they actually recorded it on an album, but
Do you think they were mocking them? Maybe a little
I don't think so. No,
jealousy from the land of the fog, the island of the coldness, and the Southern California joy of hot sun.
No, I don't think they were mocking
convertibles.
But the Who definitely had that impish boy energy throughout their whole career. I guess they still have a career, the Who, don't they?
Well, I think they're the used to be's, not the Who anymore.
I don't know. The Stones are still the Stones.
Still around. They're still around, right? And I would imagine that they'll probably do like a Vegas, residency.
I think so. The Rolling Stones are still going strong.
Someone said that it was like that. I think it was the members of the people that the two Beatles and the two Stones that were still around, the three Stones that were still around, should get together and be a band. Because there's a drummer and a bass player.
The Rolling Beatles.
Yeah, I'd love to see the argument. No, we're the Beatles Stones, the Stone Beatles, the Rolling Beatles.
I like that.
I think it'd be really
fun. They'd have a lot of fun. I think they'd all have a great time.
Yeah,
that'd be
I think it'd be really great, and people would go ape shit.
Fuck yeah, they would. Like it'd be bigger than Guns N' Roses getting back together, and that to me was a miracle.
Yeah, yeah. I saw like a YouTube of one song or something
of this recent Stones tour they're on.
It's GNR and the Stones. No,
what?
I meant I've seen one clip of Guns N' Roses, and I did see one clip of the Stones. I saw the video that Mick Jagger made of him going to a bar in the Midwest where nobody recognizes him.
Yeah, that's funny.
Which is like, oh,
I did notice like their social media is on point. So every town they're in, there's about 5 little photos of Mick all around the town. Like I think they're doing Detroit. Either they did it last night or it's tonight. And there's always like these sort of iconic places in the city.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Keith Richards' autobiography. I thought that was fascinating. It made me much more interested in them. Kathy and I do this thing in the mornings where we have an Amazon sound system, which is called, we call it Echo, but you can call it Alexa too. And what we do is we do like a verbal DJ. So one day we did the Stones, and we just traded Stone songs back and forth, right? Right. So Wild Horses, Couldn't Drag Me a Day, Start Me Up, and we trade songs in the morning, and that's kind of how we connect in the morning, starting our day.
They have so much good music. There was a bootleg I had that had some unreleased stuff that was amazing. It's from the period where they did Exile on Main Street and that whole thing. Like, yeah, they just, Off of My Cloud, Under My Thumb, 19th Nervous Breakdown, You Can't Always Get What You Want.
Yeah,
That's got a
like Grateful Dead. You can go like 5, 6, 7 shows in a row and not hear one song repeated twice, and most of it's hits.
yeah.
And this even after they decided not to play Brown Sugar anymore live.
Did they?
Yep, they made a PR release saying that they're not going to be doing Brown Sugar anymore because it's offensive.
It's not offensive.
Well, for whatever, out of respect for people of color. I think the song "Some Girls" is way worse, but they didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, exactly. But they're great songs. Well, whatever. There is an element of
They have some of the greatest lines, and one in particular, which will always be the darkest, dirtiest, most rock and roll like line to like kick around in the mud, not like to exalt and be like, oh my god, what great poetry that is, like amazing. No, but it's so just ripping through the leather jacket with a bloody knife,
and what is it?
um, she'd make a dead man come.
That's the worst lyric you pulled up.
No, but it's so epic. It's just like, yeah, that's how hot she is, right? She could make a dead man come. Like,
Yeah.
she'd make a grown man cry.
Yeah.
She'll make a grown man cry. Right? And then he slips that in just kind of subtly in one line
Yeah.
before the fade.
There's one song they have where he says, I want to fuck your ass. That's pretty, like,
So be fun to string all those lines together in one song.
Jumping jack flash with the gas. Whatever. What the hell is that?
Those are mixed knees during the show.
What? Nice. Like, and for a 70-year-old son, rather, like, he's pretty active on that stage for a good hour and a half, 2 hours.
They'll be the first bionic band, I'm sure. They'll be like exoskeletons.
Yeah. They're doing all right.
Yeah.
I know.
Wait,
It's
no,
only
let's
rock
see.
and roll, but I like
I guess we could do Ringo and Paul McCartney and Roger Daltrey and Pete Townsend too. That'd be another British foursome with the positions, right? Drums,
right.
bass.
Yeah.
But
who are the Beatles?
are the Beatles exactly?
That'd be appropriate for the kids, like kids are like, the Beatles, yeah, what? I mean, they know them because their mom's a huge fan and I'm a fan, but
yeah, their archive's pretty deep. We're about to get this really great documentary on the 25th that's Can't
Did
wait
you
for that.
see the little 1 minute clip they released last week of them
Yep.
doing that was so funny. I love George at the end. So it's the name of this song. What's the fucking song? I can't even remember it now.
Yeah.
Um,
That's how you can tell we were real fans, because we can't remember.
but
Because we
they're
were old enough
singing
to
the
remember.
chorus over and over and over. Uh,
It sounds like something we'd say, like at one of our rehearsals, the Bohos or something.
what's the name of that song?
Yeah.
So the name of that song is it's like the train. I won't be late again. I got a feeling. There it
That's
is.
it. That's it. You did it.
Yeah, and
You got your-
George at the
Did
end
you have your
goes, so is the
CBD
name
oil
of
this morning?
what?
Did you have your CMT oil this morning?
What? What's CMT oil?
Oh, it's a thing that's supposed to help memory function.
I probably
Oh,
forgot
it's
to take it.
MCT oil. Sorry. I didn't have mine, obviously.
Yes, that flatulence was on point. That is the first flatulence I've ever heard that was on point. Oh, Jesus. I love George at the end. So is the name of the song. I got a feeling.
I kind of have a feeling that the name of the song is I Got a Feeling.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that retrospective. Woo! Retrospective. Wow.
Yeah. I think it's really beautiful that Jackson has taken this project and transformed the narrative of what that period was about to a very positive, happy thing.
We don't know that yet.
Well, I think we do because he said so in a press release. The trailer they released, like a month or 2 months ago, whatever.
I know, but there's still going to be that shot of Yoko sitting there scowling at them all at some point.
So what? Maybe not. Maybe she wasn't scowling. Maybe she just had this moment of spacing out, so there was no
Resting
emotion.
scowl face.
But you know,
I shouldn't cap on Yoko. She's been really generous with John's stuff, and I think her artistry and the way she became such a potent sense of optimism and beauty for John. What a great
well,
gift.
there was that year where he bounced to LA. They did have that.
Yeah.
They were human. They had their trials and tribulations.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that what's the name of the last album they did together before he
Double Fantasy.
Devil Fantasy? That's a great album. It's really
Really is.
positive. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great album.
Yeah. Nice mellow vibe.
Well, winter's coming to Northern California, Greg and I. It's cold, it's gray outside, but our spirits aren't dampened, and our sense of humor is it's like a slew of thoroughbreds chomping at the bit, waiting for the gun to go off at the races. And meanwhile, it's Tuesday and the racetrack's closed.
And most people involved are losing their money. Oh, I thought that was a golf chair for a second.
No, sorry. I wish.
The golf chair remains broken. Oh, dear God. Well, I don't want to overdo it.
What?
There is I took a course on comedy at SFSU taught by a doctor. And one of the
Explains a
things
lot.
was repetition as a comedic element. Repetition is, like if you just repeat something, repeating it repetitively over and over again.
Is that like a double redundancy? You said twice?
Possibly. The point being that if you repeat something enough times, it becomes humorous by repeating it.
I agree. I really agree.
Repetition is funny.
Yeah, totally.
let's table that for a callback.
Yeah, we'll repeat that later for emphasis.
Yeah.
In case you missed it the first time, in case you forgot to laugh the first time.
Maybe we're done for today. Kind of like a
We might just be
winter.
done forever.
What? Don't
Just
quit while
kidding.
we're at the bottom.
We can only go up from here.
For
If we
here.
aren't fighting about politics, then we got nothing to say.
We could climb up her leg to the panty line and lick her beautiful behind. And if so inclined, move around to the front and taste that juicy cunt.
Okay. So if you had to get on a moped tomorrow morning and you could only drive someplace that's one tank of gas away, where would you go?
Tomorrow morning, I'd go to Mirror Beach.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Hey,
I'd go
have
to
they
San
opened Green
Francisco.
Gulch? Where would you go?
San Francisco.
What part of San Francisco? That's kind of broad. That's like if I said, I'd go to Nevada.
I just want to be like on Van Ness on a moped with a bunch of cars behind me. And then that crookedest street, like just like going super slow down the crookedest street, like
Did they close the crookedest street?
no. I went down it last time I was there.
Okay. You know what's awesome is I used to work on Green Street, and at the time I owned a motorcycle. And one of the ways I loved getting to work was to go down Lombard. And then at the bottom, when you cross the street, if I gunned it, I could get air, like it was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, back in the no helmet days.
No, I had a helmet. I had kids. I had
Yeah.
a kid.
Yeah.
Age,
Yeah, my buddy Tomas sold his motorcycle when he had his first kid. He was like, I can't do this anymore. I wanted to buy it from him, but he wouldn't sell it to me.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, that reminds me of another story. I was like, oh God, when was this? This was probably 2005, like 15 years ago. I really, really wanted a Harley. And so I went to the Harley dealership in Novato. And I was walking around the showroom looking at stuff and going, okay, the big 1200cc ones, those are a little too big for me. And I'm like, okay, well, the 750s, that'll probably work. But the 900 looked really cool. And so I was like, I realized that my credit was so good that I could probably finance. And so I was talking to the guy and he was like, yeah, like we have Harley financing. You could probably get one. And I'm like, so how much are they? And he's like, oh, well, that one's 24,000. I was like, wow, that's like as much as a car. And he's like, yeah, well, they're the finest motorcycles made in America. And I was like, this sounds really great. And then he's like, well, you can't actually test drive it unless you have your motorcycle certificate. And so you have to go down to Corte Madera and take the class and sign up for the class. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, he then proceeded to talk me out of it. He said, like, dude, you're like 46. 75% of the people that are crashing on the side of the road and ending up at the hospital are guys like you that are just now getting into it. They don't know what they're doing. They're novice riders. And like, I can't sell you a motorcycle in good conscience because I know you're going to be a statistic. And I thought that was pretty cool. Like it wasn't quite midlife crisis, but it might as well have been. And so he talked me out of it. He's like, look, I get it. You could buy this motorcycle, but I just want you to know that you're the most likely one to end up, beefcake on the side of the road.
Wow.
Those are my words, not his.
Right. But that is cool. That's like gives hope to humanity.
Yeah. I think the next summer the dealership closed down.
Nice, nice, Mark. You could just picture the team meeting. Look, man, we're not selling bikes. Someone out there is fucking up our situation. I don't care who they are. They can be 68 years old and barely able to walk. Sell them a fucking motorcycle.
I didn't really want another motorcycle until I saw the last Ewan McGregor show about riding from the tip of South America all the way up to LA. And he was riding an electric Harley.
Right.
And I'm like, man, electric Harley? Yeah, I'm down with that. Like, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're quick too. Super quick.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, quick. Don't think too much. Just answer. Bucket list item you really want to do that you're like a little edgy, kind of too dangerous, like motorcycle riding, but you've already done that. Like something else.
Squirrel suit.
Squirrel suit. I like it. All right. Base jump, squirrel suit.
Yeah, that's hell of edgy though. That's not a little bit edgy. That's fucking.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot involved with the squirrel suit base jumping.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Fucking looks amazing though, but boy, it's not many people coming back from a mistake with that enterprise.
Well, yeah, totally. And that equipment's gotten really refined. It's pretty good. The parachutes and everything are really good now.
Yeah. Yeah, just think of the person who first did it. First one to successfully do a squirrel suit base jump.
He's dead
That
now.
element of the second one didn't go so well.
But it's true. The guy who did it is true. Like I remember watching his YouTube videos. He was like one of the famous guys, and he would fly down that thing and go under the, and
Right.
one day he fucked up.
Yeah, man.
I wish I knew his name. It'd be really way cooler of me to know who that guy is, because ultimately I got such a thrill out of watching his stuff. And Mike Healy was the first guy to point it out to me back in the aughts.
The aughts. What's the aughts?
2000 something, 200, fill in the number, 2001, 2002, 2003.
That's referred to as the aughts.
Yeah. The 10s, the 20s, the 30s, the aughts. Double aught.
The aughts, knots.
One ought not know what the double aughts mean in terms of dates.
I'll repeat that and it'll get funny.
One ought not know what the double aughts are for. If you repeat it, you will know. But now we gotta go.